At WhisperKOOL, we've created a ceiling-mounted split system evaporator. Cellar contractors have asked for a design that does not take away from the racking aesthetics and is virtually invisible in the cellar. Our ceiling mount units are available in several sizes: the Mini series for cellars up to 500 cubic feet, the 4000 series for cellars up to 1000 cubic feet, the 8000 series for cellars up to 2000 cubic feet, and our Twin series for cellars up to 3500 cubic feet. BTU and heat load calculations must be performed prior to selecting a cooling unit. Utilizing our ceiling mounted evaporator has many benefits. It offers excellent efficiency by drawing in the warmer air which accumulates at the ceiling, cools and disperses the air throughout the environment. Built with the highest quality professional grade parts for longevity and performance, its design integrates a condensate pump system that is easily installed and accessible for maintenance. All WhisperKOOL split systems are paired with our high efficiency 220 volt condensers. These condensers are energy efficient, utilizing 50% less energy to operate than before. They also utilize large, low speed fans to create substantially lower operation sound levels. All high-efficiency condensers require a communication cable to be ran from the condenser to the evaporator. Our signature ceiling mount system was designed to be installed between the ceiling joists with a sleek, flush fit to the drywall. There are 3 mounting position options in which to install the unit: fully recessed into the environment, partially recessed into the cellar, and flush mounted to the ceiling. The mounting bracket is attached using the hardware provided in the installation hardware bag. Locate your desired mounting location and bracket orientation. Slide the bracket over the unit and use the provided screws at the designated mounting locations to secure it. There are a few components that need to be considered when installing a ceiling mount unit: a condensate drain line, an 18-to-5 communication cable, the condenser, refrigerant lines or line set, an electrical source, the controller display, and the bottle probe for measuring liquid temperature in the cellar. The system utilizes threaded flare fittings for line set connections, conveniently located near the cutouts placed on the unit housing for proper alignment, eliminating the need for brazing. Additional knockouts are available on the unit for line set routing. The electrical power source, display cable, bottle probe, and 24-volt communication wire connections are located near the line set connections or on the electrical panel, depending on the unit model. The electrical panel can be accessed from the top or bottom of the unit for ease of installation and periodical maintenance. When accessing from the bottom, remove the grill. The electrical panel is held in place by a single thumb screw. Remove the thumb screw and pull the panel out to gain access to the electrical components. For access from the top, remove the screws and pull out the electrical panel. Hook up the condensate pump. The unit comes supplied with a condensate pump system which is fully mounted. The drain line connection for the condensate pump is located near the line set connections. Cutouts are placed on the unit housing for drain line routing. The controller display can be wall mounted either inside or outside of the cellar. Route the display cable from the evaporator unit to the desired keypad location. A 50-foot cable is included with the system. WhisperKOOL series cooling units come equipped with a liquid temperature measuring thermostat. The bottle probe for the thermostat must be mounted inside the cellar in order to read the proper temperature. There are several access panels on the unit. For installations with access from the attic space above the cellar, there is a removable panel located on the top of the unit. For access below the unit in the cellar, there are several panels that can be removed to gain full access to the internal components. Once you have attached the mounting bracket and secured the unit to the ceiling, you can remove the screws holding the supply return air grill in place. Pull the grill downwards to release it from the ball studs. Next, remove the drip tray by removing 2 mounting screws. This will now give you full access to the internal components. Creating a cellar with our ceiling mount split system will offer the flexibility to design a beautiful environment for the aging of fine lines with a virtually invisible cooling system. For more information on our ceiling mount series, please click the provided links in the video description below.
Hello, Paul here for WhisperKOOL wine cellar cooling units. In this video, I'm going to talk about WhisperKOOL's quietest, most efficient cooling unit ever, the Platinum Split. We'll talk about the features and benefits and the installation options. As always, WhisperKOOL recommends that you consult a wine cellar professional for specific advice on best practices for wine cellaring. The new Platinum Split comes in two sizes. The 4000 model cools cellars up to 1000 cubic feet. The 8000 model, in the wall mount configuration, cools cellars up to 2000 cubic feet. In the fully ducted configuration, it cools up to 1750 cubic feet. The engineers at WhisperKOOL designed this unit to be 25% more efficient than the previous split system, with an evaporator that's 35% smaller. Combine that with a 10% reduction in overall noise, and the new Platinum Split is one of the best cooling units on the market today. The unit has a solid, durable housing design with a textured finish that resists fingerprints, rust, nicks, and scratches. The bronze finish will blend well with your cellar racking. Unless you duct the Platinum Split, you will see it in the wine cellar, so it's been designed to accent rather than detract from the aesthetic nature of your wine cellar. The Platinum Split is built exactly as its name implies. The evaporator and the condenser are split into two separate units. The evaporator, which is the cooling part of the system, can be installed in or near the cellar, while the condenser, which dissipates the heat, is installed remotely, usually outside the home or sometimes in a utility area. The Platinum Split has some major advantages over other cooling units. First, there's installation flexibility. Cooling unit condensers are typically noisy, and they require a large amount of space for ventilation. Because this condenser is a separate unit, it can be installed up to 100 line feet away from the evaporator, which means that it can be placed outdoors in most homes. Another very flexible quality of this unit is that the evaporator is fully ductable, and that increases your installation options. You can mount the unit on the wall in the cellar, or you can install the unit remotely in a fully ducted configuration. The evaporator can be installed up to 25 duct feet from the cellar. This has two great advantages. First, you won't see a cooling unit in your cellar, and you'll maximize your wine cellar storage capacity. Second, because this unit is so quiet, proper ducting of the Platinum Split can result in virtual silence in your wine cellar. You can't see it, you can't hear it, and your wine is kept at the optimal temperature. The Platinum Split has a 55-degree temperature differential in both the wall-mounted and the fully ducted configurations. So, if you want to keep your cellar at 55 degrees, the temperature of the exhaust environment can reach up to 110 degrees. This means that the condenser can be located outdoors for most installations. The Platinum Split also takes advantage of WhisperKOOL's most advanced controller. This technology features a series of strategically placed monitoring probes which ensure efficient performance. It offers options such as adjustable humidity control, energy-saving modes, quick chill and anti-frost functions, and a number of easy-to-understand troubleshooting alarms. For temperature control, the Platinum Split uses a liquid temperature probe to measure the temperature of the wine in the bottle rather than the temperature of the air in the cellar. This has a few great benefits. First, the temperature of the wine is more accurately controlled. In addition, measuring the liquid temperature allows the unit to run for longer periods of time, which reduces the number of starts and stops and extends the overall life of the cooling unit. The installation for a split system is more complicated than for a self-contained unit, and it requires a licensed HVAC professional. For installation into an existing cellar, the technician will need to create a path for the line set to connect the evaporator with the condenser. So, the best time to install a split is when your cellar is in the planning stages. The Platinum Split has a couple of operational requirements. First, it requires a dedicated 20-amp circuit. You don't want to run any other appliances on the same circuit because it could negatively affect the performance of the cooling unit. An experienced handyman or an electrician can install the circuit for you. Also, the Platinum Split has a drain line. The drain line is a critical component of the system and must be connected from the point of installation. This is the external housing for the condenser. This is a required accessory if you plan to install the condenser outside. The housing will protect the unit from weather and the elements. The Platinum Split comes with a 2-year parts and labor warranty and a 5-year warranty on the compressor only. There are 2 things that can void your warranty: modifying the unit without permission from WhisperKOOL and not connecting the drain line from the point of installation. Well, thanks for joining me to learn about the features and benefits of the Platinum Split. Please watch our other instructional videos for more information on wine cellar cooling. See you next time.